Hey, Treasure Fan Show pal, Big D back here again with another weekly news announcement, and this is for June 11th, 2019. So if you're new to my channel, what I like to do is on every Monday I like to post this video where I talk about what's coming out this week on Blu-ray and DVD, what's coming out next week on Blu-ray and DVD, and any major announcement that happened over the course of the last week. Actually, and once I do complete that, I will go over kind of what I did pick up last week. After what I talked about last week, I'll show you what I picked up last week, and then anything else I decide to throw in there. So let's get started. All right, so this week is a pretty big week again. Last week was a major week. This one's even a pretty big week itself. In itself. So first off, we have Captain Marvel. Obviously, is coming out tomorrow. The next release in the DC universe. Obviously, there's still one more being Endgame. This is the one that came out before Endgame. This one's got a lot of variations out there. Best Buy's got their 4K Steelbook. Target's got their Digibook. I'm sure Walmart's probably got some sort of Funko Pop keychain or something like that. But this movie's going to be available everywhere. Blu-ray, DVD, 4K, the whole 9 yards. It's going to be available everywhere tomorrow. Also tomorrow, Ghostbusters 1 and 2, 4K are coming out tomorrow. And Best Buy does have a exclusive Steelbook coming out with both those movies in there. I heard it's like a 5-disc set. So I know it's got the 4K and the Blu-ray. I don't know what that 5th disc is for, but I really want to get it. And I'm mentioning and I'm thinking I probably will. Next, we got 13 Hours 4K coming out tomorrow. And again, you should be able to find that anywhere that sells 4K titles, just like Ghostbusters. You should be able to find the two 4Ks relatively easy. The Steelbook obviously is Best Buy exclusive. Then we also have Johnny Quest, the entire series, coming out tomorrow on Blu-ray. Also, Shout Factory's releasing 2 titles tomorrow. The Entity and Frankenstein Created Woman. Now, those are probably going to be able to be found on Shout Factory's website, or maybe Best Buy, Amazon for sure, but tomorrow also is Captive State, which is a aliens take over the world type movie. I actually really want to see it. I've heard mixed reviews, but I love alien movies, so especially when they take over the world, we gotta fight back. So that does come out tomorrow. Should be found everywhere as well. I don't think there should be any problem with that. Fast and Furious 4 and 5 come out tomorrow in 4K. Again, it should be pretty much anywhere. We also have the Warriors Steelbook coming out tomorrow. I think that's an FYE exclusive. And then Orange is the New Black Season 6 comes out tomorrow. Again, that should be everywhere. Let's see here. What did I write down here? I can't read my own writing. A movie called The Mustang comes out tomorrow. I have no idea what it's about, but it is brand new. It's released this year, so that comes tomorrow. We also have the movie Pop Star coming out tomorrow, and that's a 4K, not a 4K, I'm sorry, it's a regular Steelbook coming out tomorrow. I believe that's an FYE exclusive, although it might be a Best Buy also. We have Evil Bong 666 and Evil Bong 777 come out tomorrow. Those most likely you'll be able to find only on Amazon or on Full Moon's website. Tomorrow we also have Piranha Steelbook coming out tomorrow by Shout Factory. It's the original Piranha, not the remake that came out a few years ago. That looks really cool. I really want to get it because I have the original Piranha, but it's an old DVD version of it that doesn't look really good, and I've been wanting to get it on Blu-ray for a while. It's a great opportunity. Then for you Leprechaun fans, Leprechaun Returns does come out tomorrow. I don't think it's Warwick Davis anymore. I think it's somebody else in the get-up, but that does come out tomorrow. Also, I Am the Night, which was the TNT miniseries kind of surrounding like the Black Dahlia and stuff like that. I believe that it does come out. I believe it. That comes out tomorrow on Blu-ray and DVD. And then the last one coming out kind of this is a sequel to Norm of the North. This is Norm of the North, King Size Adventure. So it's kind of the next movie in that series. Although it's direct to DVD, it's not. It never was theatrically. So that's it for this week. Now, next week is a pretty big week as well. The biggest title coming out next week will be the movie Us. It's been released, partially filmed here in Santa Cruz. That will be coming out. There is a Best Buy exclusive 4K Steelbook coming out that day. A movie called Thirst comes out next week, along with the Scorpion King 4K. So if you're like me and you have the first 3 Mummy movies in 4K, I will probably get that one too. The movie Beach Bum with Matthew McConaughey comes out next week. I actually really want to see this. It really reminds me of like kind of an acid trip version of The Big Lebowski. So that ought to be interesting. Let's see, Wonder Park, the anime movie Wonder Park comes out next week. Also Hotel Mumbai. We have a movie called Crypto, which stars Kurt Russell. I'm a big Kurt Russell fan. I don't know much about that movie, but I'm interested. Let's see here. We have Will and Grace, The Revival, Season 2 coming out next week, along with a horror movie collection, Universal Horror Movie Collection. It's going to have 4 movies in this Blu-ray set: The Black Cat, The Raven, Invisible Ray, and Black Friday. And then the last movie I saw, and I'm not really sure about, it's a movie called Run the Race that also comes out next week. So, as you can see, even next week's a pretty big week. Not necessarily a lot of like, awesome, like major titles, but a lot of little stuff coming out. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4 for sure were theatrical, so that's pretty good. Now, announcement-wise, this is where it gets a little trickier, and I'm not going to lie to you. There's not a whole lot that was announced this last week. It's a really slow week, but I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that I know in my area, a lot of the schools were getting out last week, so it slows down for a while as the summer starts because everybody ventures out, goes on vacations, trips, stuff like that. So what they did announce, what I'm really excited about, the first thing they announced, though, is Gremlins is coming out in 4K. I am totally stoked. I love Gremlins. Gremlins is an awesome movie. I'm really excited about that. Best Buy will also have an exclusive 4K steelbook for that movie, so be on the lookout for that. Again, I am totally stoked for that. I love Gremlins. Matter of fact, you can't really see it, but behind me, on a shelf behind me, I have a little stuffed Mogwai. Let's see, a movie called Breakthrough comes out with Topher Grace, and that's going to be released on the 16th. Oh, by the way, I'm sorry, Gremlins 4K comes out on October 1st. Kind of fitting, although they could have put it out during Christmas time, too, because it takes place during the holidays. Let's see here. Another company called Dark Force is releasing Ator. I remember Ator. I totally remember that movie from the 80s, man. It was on HBO all the time. Ator, the Fighting Eagle. Who stars what? And I'm not kidding you. My dad and I used to laugh about this guy's name all the time. Miles O'Keefe. Yes, the guy's name is Miles O'Keefe. We used to laugh about just that name. We used to laugh about it all the time. So that comes out. It's been announced. They didn't say when it will be out this year. Also, the animated feature Ugly Dolls, which, yeah, when did that come out? I remember seeing it was coming. I don't remember seeing it in theaters, but that's coming out on the 30th of July. Shout Factory releasing probably my favorite Matthew Broderick movie of all time. And you're going to say, oh, it's got to be like, Project X, or it's got to be Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Nope. It is Biloxi Blues. I love that movie. There's so many great, it's kind of almost like a little bit kind of a tinge of like a dark comedy almost. It's got some great one-liners in it. Oh, no, sir. Oh, yes. I really like that movie. I remember seeing it in theaters, and I bought it on VHS. Then I ended up getting the DVD, and I definitely want to get the Blu-ray now. It's a Shout Factory release, too, so you know it's going to have a bunch of extra features. So that'll be out on September 17th. Then Brian De Palma's movie Domino is what announced. That'll be out on the 30th of July. Hellboy 4K Steelbook comes out the 23rd of July. And then we have, let's see here, tentative dates. I don't know the exact, actually not tentative dates. I don't know exactly know when they're coming out yet, but I do know for a fact because they've been listed. Rocketman 4K Steelbook will be coming out this year. Dark Phoenix, which I have a review coming up later in this week for, will be coming out in a 4K Steelbook. They are releasing the first 2 Thor movies on 4K Steelbooks later this year. They're also releasing all 3 Iron Man movies in 4K Steelbooks later this year. Kind of the trend. They did that with Captain America earlier this year, where they released the first 3 Captain America movies all on 4K Steelbooks. And then we have Secret Life of Pets 2 will be coming out on Steelbook this year. And The Shining 4K Steelbook, which will be coming out in October. So some cool Steelbooks. If you're a Steelbook collector, there's some really good stuff coming out. Then the last thing I have here, and all these are, Warner Brothers is releasing another wave of their Steelbooks too. These will all be coming out August 27th. You can get them at both Best Buy and FYE. They're releasing Cat's Eye, the Drew Barrymore classic. The Exorcist. The Goonies. I can't even say how great that movie is, because it is. Friday the 13th, not the original. It's the remake with Jared Padalecki from Supernatural. It, which is a re-release. It's the same thing that came out before. The last one is Salem's Lot. Salem's Lot was released as Steelbook. This is a completely different version of this Steelbook. So that is it. That's what's coming out this week, next week, and what was announced. There's some good stuff coming, a lot of really cool Steelbooks. I can see my wallet just never getting back up to the good old days anymore with that stuff coming out. But I'm really excited. Some really cool Steelbooks coming out. As you can see so far, I've got a pretty weird taste. Not really weird taste, but pretty extreme taste when it comes to Steelbooks. Matter of fact, this week, as you've already known, I released my Marvel Steelbook collection video. I did one for DC. This week's Steelbook collection video will be all my horror Steelbooks. And there's a lot. Because I have classic Universals. I got current horror. There's a lot of horror. Matter of fact, I think that's the biggest chunk of my entire Steelbook collection is of the horror movies. So be on the lookout for that. They'll probably be out around Friday or Saturday. I still have to work with that. There's a few things I need to put together before I finish filming that. So be on the lookout for that. Now we come to the point where I have to show you what I picked up last week. So I I did manage to pick up a few movies last week. There wasn't a whole lot. I didn't get the Toy Stories. I have them on Blu-ray, and I'm happy with the Blu-ray I already have. And actually, my Blu-ray set actually is a covered wagon, a special edition that came out a few years ago. So it's a really neat set. Comes with a couple extra bonus discs. It looks really cool. So I just opted. I looked at the steelbooks. They were nice and all, but I really don't need an animated movie in 4K, because I really believe I picked up a few animated movies in 4K because I'm buying it outright, but replacing my existing animated movie with a 4K, I struggle with that, because you don't really see much more. Yes, the colors are a little more vibrant, but you just don't see much more. I've yet to see a really good animated movie that's in 4K now that just blows away the original Blu-ray, especially when a lot of times they go back and rematch the Blu-ray anyways when they put the 4K out. So I didn't get those. I get a few other things, but what I did get is I did pick up 2 of Mill Creek's VHS retros. I picked up Double Team. I had to, because I have a pretty large Von Damme collection, and I had to pick this up. I mean, come on, look at this. Van Damme, Dennis Rodman. Actually, I met Dennis Rodman, believe it or not. I don't know if I bumped into him at the Caesars Palace Mall in Las Vegas. He was going into one of these jewelry stores, and they had like closed the store down just for him. And just before he walked in, I kind of bumped into him. So interesting fellow, but awesome. And I love the fact. What I love Mill Creek does is, here's the cover art for the movie, but they do an alternate cover art for the Blu-ray itself. So I love that they do this. Now the backs are kind of the same. I mean, they're not too much different. There's that, and a little bit different setup on them. But I love the fact that they do this where they have 2 different covers. I think I don't know, it's just cooler. So I picked up, I can't put this back in the cover. There we go. So I picked a Double Team, and the other one I picked up, yes, I know this is a stupid movie, but to be honest with you, there's a dog in this movie named Peanut. Reminds me of my little Esri, who passed away a few months ago, and I really like this movie. I'm a big Pauly Shore fan, so I did pick up Jury Duty. I know, zany, stupid comedies, but I've always been a fan of Pauly Shore, because this is a movie I can totally sit down on. I don't even need to pay attention to it. And I just have fun watching it. So, and again, the cover's pretty cool. So it's got this, and then the other one, the alternate cover is that. So I love the fact that these. My only complaint with Mill Creek with these is, I don't like this. I love the 90s Santa Claus. I wish they would have left it completely legit, just kept that off there like they did with their first few runs of these movies. But again, awesome. I'm pretty stoked to have that. Then I did pick up The Kid. I was kind of alluding to that last week. I did pick up The Kid. I haven't watched it yet, but I'm really stoked to watch this movie. I love a lot of the actors in this movie, so I picked that up. Then I did, because I got this for a really, really good price, and I couldn't pass it up because I passed up a while ago. Finally picked up Cold Pursuit with Liam Neeson. Again, I'm a big Liam Neeson fan, and I wanted to get this. Just didn't want to pay the $22 price tag, so I got it for $10. So I figured that's a pretty good deal. So I picked that up. And the last movie, and I normally get squat for it, but I don't care because I'm really interested in it, because I've always been interested in Charles Manson and the whole murder spree and that whole helter skelter deal, that whole time period. So I've always found it very fascinating that this one guy tried to create a racial war. And so I did pick up The Haunting of Sharon Tate, which was not endorsed by Sharon Tate's sister. I do understand that. But I'm curious to see. I got it for a really good deal. I had some Best Buy reward certificates. I don't think I paid like $8 for it or something. But I'm really curious to see this movie and see what their adaptation is and see how they, see what they do with it. So I did pick that up, and that was it. That's what I picked up for this week. Last week. And that's it. I don't have much else to say in here. I do want to say that I have a couple of videos coming out this week. There is a review coming out this week for Dark Phoenix, which I alluded to earlier. I'll be putting that up this week. Also, I did manage to get to a couple more Dollar Trees after the sale officially started. So I did pick up a few more, so be on the lookout for that. I'm going to be posting a video probably tomorrow on that, showing you the few other pickups. I think I got like another 9 or 10 movies I had picked up, so I'm going to show you that. Then again, later on this week, probably Friday or Saturday, you'll see my horror movie steelbook collection. So that is it. First off, I want to say thank everybody for watching this episode. I really do appreciate it. Please click the like button down below if you enjoyed it. Leave me some comments. Everybody's been leaving me comments lately. It's been awesome. I'm trying to get to them as quickly as I can. I'm trying to respond to every one of them because I really do believe if you guys take the effort and the time to leave me a comment, I need to do the same thing for you guys, because that's just a quid pro quo for me things. I really do strongly believe in that. So thank you guys. And also thank you for sharing this video. I've actually got quite a few. I'm really close to 150 subscribers now, which for me, I'm stoked on. I'm totally stoked on. So thank you guys so much for sharing this video out there. Really do appreciate it. Appreciate all the support you guys give me. I want to do a contest here pretty soon. I'm not sure how I'm going to do it yet, but I will be doing one pretty soon, kind of in honor of summer and the fact that in next month it'll be 2 years I've been doing this now, so I kind of want to do a contest for that. But again, thank you guys all for watching. You guys rock. Everybody take care out there. There's a lot of craziness going on, so everybody be careful, especially now with the summertime starting. Everybody's traveling, stuff like that, so be careful out there. Also, thank you guys again for watching. You guys are awesome. You guys rock. Always remember to keep hunting, because you know what? You never know what you're going to find. Click. I just forgot this. So, like, subscribe, and use that little bell. I do appreciate everything. You guys all rock. Everybody take care, and as always, live long and prosper. Bye.